Avengers! Assemble already! Come on, give me a break, Avengers. Will you just assemble? Those are the iconic lines that carry a franchise to the top of the box office.
There are Inhumans
and
caught in a
the
standoff
core of our
up ahead.
hearts. I'm Leo Vader. Today, Ben Hansen is joining me.
Hello, Leo. Thank you for having me.
Today, the very Avengers are assembling. The sheer Avengers of them all.
Protect those Inhumans.
I've always defended this game, and I think I've been defending it more than ever lately.
It's really surprising, Leo, because I don't think you care too much about the Marvel movies, right?
No.
And for some reason, just a good grindy game will somehow grind its way into your gears, and this one is working its magic, huh?
Into my little heart.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Crystal Dynamics. I've loved those new Tomb Raider games.
So you were all on board for a game nothing like them?
Well, I mean, they know how to make a game that plays well, right?
Yeah.
And I think the Avengers just make more sense to me as a video game. You know, you've got these characters with all their different fighting styles that play completely differently, that will never die, and you just are having a little power fantasy with them.
Yeah.
I think it's the fantasy of it works for me in video game form for sure.
Yeah.
There's a chest with
But
gear
I'm always
close
amazed by the popularity of this game still. I mean, for New Show Plus, which is what this format is, we let people vote every single week on what new show we create or continue. And this week it came down to one vote. This game won by one vote, but still I was amazed at, like, wow, Marvel's is really taking the #1 spot for New Show Plus. But I think there's still a big fan base for this game. They are defenders. It's not just Brandon Jones and Greg Miller out there screaming about this game. There are like regular human beings that are also into it, Leo.
Wow. You're calling me a regular human being?
I mean, on your best days, yeah.
That's really sweet, man.
So you are technically watching my gameplay, and I very much apologize because I have I beat the campaign last year and have not really gone back to it since. So forgive me for my trespasses, as I will forgive you when you trespass into my gameplay streams.
Amen.
Yeah. Now, Leo, how would you say you would dodge?
They're safe.
Well, with the humble press of the B button, my man.
Ah, there it is. Oh.
Or a double tap for a longer dodge.
There we go. Miss Marvel's dodge is so funky. God, she's fun to watch, ain't she? What a hoot.
She is. And her, almost every character, you press right trigger when you see that blue or yellow circle to parry.
Ah, okay. Gotcha.
So that's important. And when you do it with her, it, like, she bends her body away from the hit. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
For the location, I
Shipwright42 watching us on Twitch brings up that he's heard the criticism of the game right when it came out, and then he hasn't really seen much since. But like, what has the evolution of this game been like since the, you know, kind of rocky launch?
I think, to be honest, not quite as much of an evolution as a lot of its fans have wanted.
Yeah.
Like, people are still waiting for kind of a revamp of gear and of cosmetics, because the, like, power loop remains strong. They've added a new, like, infinite leveling, basically, called champion levels. So once you finish leveling up your character, you can still level up to get just like 1% more melee damage at a time.
Okay.
Things like that improve the longevity, but like the fact that gear is still such a non-thing in this gear game, like there's so little exciting gear, is probably an issue.
So what is it? Why are you still playing this game? Like, how many hours have you put into this game at this point, Leo?
On Steam it says 80, but probably not quite that much.
Okay, all right. I was worried this was in the hundreds or something for you.
But it's really just that whenever I get slightly tired of a character, I can switch to another one and do their dailies, and it feels different to play, and I can have, like, especially as you level them up, more unique builds. Like my Black Widow, she has really cool takedown animations.
Okay.
And so I have my build. I bought a bunch of takedown animations, so she has a big variety of them, and I have a build that revolves around stun damage, so stunning them so I can take them down a lot, and having that make my invisibility last longer, so I can just be in this like infinite loop of being invisible and taking people down.
Watchdog has been neutralized.
And whenever I can have a build like that, that just feels like my idea, like something fun I wanted to do and brought to life. That's like my favorite kind of character to play in a game for sure.
Yeah, but you're also spending money to make that happen, right?
Maybe a little bit
Okay.
for a takedown animation, but you also earn the currency in game.
Okay, oh, that's good to know. Ian T. Clark, thanks for subbing on Twitch. Thanks everybody for watching on YouTube. You can always follow us over at twitch.tv/MinnMax Show for New Show Plus and our streams with Sarah Podzorski and the cohorts every Thursday as well. So thanks for following us on Twitch, everybody. So, I mean, are your friends into it? Is that a big factor here, Leo?
Friends are into it.
Okay, oh good.
It had a free weekend recently, and the new ones getting into it is what got me back into it, for sure.
Right, right. And what was the general consensus after a group of buddies got into this for the first time?
Bounty hunter is down.
They were surprised how much they enjoyed it. It was kind of always something they were thinking about getting on sale, but you want to wait till your friends are getting into it. The time was finally right.
Yeah.
But something my friend Sam put really well about why he was enjoying it is he was playing Kate Bishop, one of the DLC characters,
right.
One of the Hawkeyes they added.
Yeah.
And he said that just the skill ceiling for her moveset was something he wasn't even like close to.
Really?
She has really interesting teleportation moves, and like every hero, her main thing is based on her intrinsic bar, which is under your health bar, up towards the top. And that's kind of how they make the controls for every character similar, but have their mechanics be different, is a different way of interacting with that intrinsic meter.
And what is that intrinsic meter? Just to help refresh, or how about you tell some people who haven't played the game yet, Leo?
So the intrinsic meter is under the health bar. It's kind of your super meter or whatever. You can build it up. Different characters build it up different ways. So that's something you have to like get the hang of with each character, is how to build it and then using it for your more powerful attacks, like kind of getting in that little loop. And Kate Bishop's you use to teleport, like for long dashes or for jumping up into the sky. You can get a lot of traversal, like mid-fight, and dodges with it.
Huh.
You'll have to break them out.
So is it?
And it ends up just being like not as much of a button masher as I think some people write this game off as.
Right, right. So hang on, just to be clear though. So that meter on the top, that's for like the LB and RB moves?
We got some
No, those are separate cooldowns.
Okay, so how do
the meter up top is you use it by holding right trigger. With pretty much every character, you can hold right trigger to block, and it kind of spends some of it, or you tap it to parry, and if you time it right, you get some of it back. But for example, with Iron Man, it's his ammo, so I have to earn it with melee attacks, and then I can shoot and spend a little bit of it at a time. So you have to go kind of in and out, switching between melee and range with Iron Man.
Gotcha. So they've been doing a good job. I know people were joking and complaining about the two Hawkeyes being back-to-back and all that stuff, but like, I heard people saying that Black Panther, like the skill ceiling was actually pretty high for that one as well.
Yeah, and it's like something, after you spend a lot of time with the other characters, the things that make Black Panther unique are just so much fun, and you like know what to do with him that you can't do with anyone else. Like the way he can pounce and like take an enemy to the side and just focus damage on them, and
you'll have to destroy
time his like special attack where he flips off of them and does like a big finisher amount of damage. Like, it's oddly intricate. I don't know how to put it, but it's like there are those little decisions you're making while still feeling like you're overpowering the enemy in a satisfying way.
Right, right. And so what are we doing now? This is just your daily grind? You're walking us through your lifestyle?
This is another reason I've been playing it a lot lately, is because of these missions, this Vibranium event. It's a lot of the regular missions redone to have extra little things going on, which are these Vibranium pillars that we have to destroy.
And you're telling me that punching them is doing something?
When they're red,
have been destroyed.
Sometimes they turn off.
To attempt to identify their
And you just have to wait. And I don't know if it's bugged, because it really feels like you should be fighting enemies, but there never are any.
Well, before we started, you also said that apparently there's a glitch, so the way you're seeing Kamala Khan, she's just gliding over the ground?
Yeah.
She's
pretty much on Heelys for me.
Wild. Yeah, because I streamed a little bit of the War for Wakanda DLC, like the story mode stuff. And in like an hour stream, I had several pretty big bugs, just like people T-posing and stuff like that, where I was like, oh my god. It's so crazy to come back to a game after it's been patched for 6 months or whatever, and then still feel like, okay, this is still kind of rough around the edges.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the new update. All old bugs are new again.
Right.
But the reason I've been doing so much of these missions is because they level you up so fast. Well, not level you up, but get your gear score up.
Okay.
It's like I should play a bunch now so that I can level all of these characters. Because it's the fastest I'll ever be able to do it, you know? And if you just press back and then hold left trigger, that equips all your best gear.
Wow, that seems delightful. Thanks for the pro tip, Captain.
No problem.
Captain Iron Man.
And so yeah, you just run around to each of those vibranium things, and as soon as you're done, go in and equip your best gear, and you just fly up gear score, and it's very satisfying.
Interesting.
Because I want to get to the point where I have a more of a gear build, but it's like every loot game where you just get loot way too fast.
You need to
it doesn't make any sense to invest in your current gear, because it's going to get
You'll need to destroy
outscored so quickly.
Right.
Until you reach that top end game.
Oh, okay, maybe not. Yeah, so gear is the big thing that people are still complaining about. Like, I saw they have a bunch of wacky skins and stuff, but that's not what you're talking about. You want, like, some good, meaningful, individual pieces of gear.
Another pocket of
with just more interesting attributes. It's so strange. I don't think it's very interesting to talk about, but this game has, like, a intricate system of effects. So it's like setup and I don't know what they're even called, like charge and release effects, because it's you want to hit them with one effect and then hit them with the opposite effect to detonate the first effect, is how to put it. And there's like 4 on each side, and it's not explained anywhere in game. It's like people on the subreddit have to make documents explaining it.
I think that's depth these days, though, Leo, is that level of confusion. You know, it's like Dark Souls.
It's like Dark Souls.
It's just like Dark Souls, man. You know, good.
Right.
Oh boy. Come on down, clown.
Big toss.
Climb.
Yeah, and that's like kind of interesting, but it doesn't make it like you're super excited to get loot. And the real loot heads also are just upset that it rolls randomly and there's no way to re-roll perks. Like quality of life loot stuff. They definitely need some more of that. Just lift it from other games that are doing better right now.
Have they been pretty decent at communicating all these updates and everything here?
They've been alright. We're still waiting for the new roadmap. We don't really have it right now. You know, we kind of was at the end of it, and they're saying we don't want to give out the new roadmap too soon when we can't commit to everything.
It just from the outside, it blows my mind that they mentioned Spider-Man like a year ago in a blog post, not even showing anything, and it's still, as far as I can tell, has been radio silence about it.
Yeah, they confirmed that it is coming this year.
Oh wow, okay, that's something. That's big.
Yeah. I really don't know how that whole thing's gonna go though. Just the like, if PlayStation players get an exclusive character while other players get nothing, that's gonna be rough for morale, I think, for the player base.
Yeah, is there crossplay?
Oh, good question. I don't think so.
Okay, so it's not like you'll see him running around or anything.
Right.
But yeah, that announcement, people were so sour about it back then. So yeah, actually seeing it in the game, I think it's gonna be a whole new wave of just crap towards Crystal Dynamics and Square here.
Yeah. So I can see why they aren't excited to put that out. They haven't been rushing to do it.
Yeah, I know we made the deal, but do we really have to do this? Depressed to Impress says no crossplay, which is why PC is deadish. Interesting.
That's what I've heard. I'd like never try to play with randos anyway though, so I don't really care.
Sure. AI seems fine enough. Oh, that's right. I forgot about like my range thing.
AI is fine, except when you're doing daily challenges to kill enemies a certain way and they come in and steal your kills. Which they do just all the time. And I don't know if real people would do that less or more. Go either way.
Yeah, let us know in the chat what your experience with the game is. Seems like some of you are familiar with this one. But Shipwright42 Leo asks, who's your favorite hero to play?
Black Widow, I think, is the most fun.
That's a crazy accomplishment that they made her the most fun.
Yeah, I just kind of like that more grounded style of play. Somewhat more grounded, like having a grappling hook and just these humanoid gadgets.
Yeah.
That's very much my style.
Sure. It's basically
But Black Panther is my highest gear score right now. I got really caught up doing some challenges with him and realized, oh, he's the first character I reached endgame stuff with.
Nice. Yeah, somebody was asking who that person in the trench coat is. That is Black Panther that's on our team?
Oh yeah, that's my Black Panther outfit.
Looks like Batman?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
That is something I very much like about this game, is having all the weird outfits and being the, you know, Earth 34 CXY, you know, just a random dimension of Earth, not the original Avengers at all.
Right,
That's kinda what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Dude, that was unbelievable, Leo.
Dude, we did it.
Honestly, I didn't think we were gonna do it, and then at the end it was like, flip, we got it.
Oop.
See. Let's see. As a single player game, says Depressed to Impress, I'd give it an 8. As a live service game, it's an F-. Okay. Sure, but F- where the numbers go up. Is that the main crux of it?
From Jersey City.
Yeah, have your numbers gone up.
Mm-hmm. Therefore, how F- could it really be? Rooster says, I think one of the biggest feats of the game is that all the heroes are fun to play with. Yeah, that is pretty impressive. Let's see. So can I switch my hero, Leo, or that throw off everything because my power level is going to be lower with everybody?
Oh. See if I care.
Okay, I'm gonna go and be Black Panther. He's level 1, so what happens?
Oh, level 1.
Is this gonna be brutal?
For you.
Okay, I can do it though. Just to be clear, for me and all the viewers, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We're all in this together.
Is it up to me to select the mission, or are you steering, dude?
I can select one unless you want to take a gander.
Ah, no, go ahead. I trust your judgment. Bring us to someplace easy and beautiful.
Easy and breezy.
Aaron J. Bear asks, what's the content depth like with costumes? Hang on, there's more to that question. Are there a ton of them? That's honestly my favorite part of any superhero game. It's just like skins, right? It's not a lot of customization?
Yeah, it is just one piece skins, but there are a lot of them, and there are a lot of good ones, I think.
Okay.
And they just added the inspired by Marvel's Avengers Endgame outfits for everybody.
Yeah.
So community's been excited about that.
Oh, okay. That's fun. Reach is my favorite. Captain America's shield throws and ricochets combined with high brawling. Oh, his brawling are so sick. Yeah, it's interesting that like they were trying to emphasize so much like, oh, this isn't exactly the MCU. Like, we're sick of the comparisons of saying these actors are trying to do these MCU impersonations. And then, yeah, with the costumes recently, it's like, hey, look at this. Now it's like the MCU. Okay. But you got to do it. People want those costumes. I get it.
They're always gonna.
Yeah.
I love Captain America as well in this game.
Several shield agents have been waylaid by AIM
so many
forces.
Different things you can do with his shield. Like, there's an attack where you hold it up and punch the back of it, and it like knocks everybody in front of you over. And you can charge it and throw it, and as it comes back to you, press right trigger at the right time, and he does like a roundhouse kick and kicks the shield out to hit more people.
That's cool.
Yeah. A lot of clever little moves.
I'm attempting to locate the shield agents and will update your HUD.
And what's wrong with your Hulk? He seems to be dying, decaying. What's happening to that man?
Progress. Be careful.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah, he's not long for this world.
I'm sorry. You just said that before we started the stream, man. I'm sorry.
I'm playing a Hulk that kind of has to make peace and get ready to move on.
Before he climbs aboard that little elf ship and goes to the new world.
On alert.
That's right.
Updating your HUD.
All right, here we go. Level 1
I also play
Black
a
Panther.
jogging Iron Man. I don't fly. It's a little jog is enough.
It's the first suit. Like, oh no, Leo, what's happening to you?
Help, get me down!
Control your body. That really would be the most terrifying thing.
Units on radar.
Is like the first time you would fly up and just trying to figure out how high you could go, and if you started to lose control, oh. What a rough go.
That'd be scary.
That'd be super
Glad
scary.
I'm not Iron Man.
Oh, I thank the stars every day. I was just playing a lot of Battlefront 2, like co-op with my girlfriend's brother. But that game does a really good job of like some of the Stormtrooper jetpacks are just like delightfully janky. It's kind of like that Boba Fett jetpack. Like the Star Wars jetpack is not very precise. Maybe Mandalorian, they made it more precise, but just like that feeling of just like getting launched and it's like you can barely control where you're going. It's kind of fun. It's a very unique feeling in a game to just throw yourself into the sky and have that just barely controllable experience.
Yeah. I want to make it feel real.
Yeah, Star Wars real.
Yeah.
So Black Panther can scratch people, he can throw a spear at people, the biggies.
Biggies.
Boink, boink, boink.
Pounce on people.
Did you play the story mode for all this stuff?
I did. I finished almost all the story stuff.
Okay.
Not the Kate Bishop stuff yet, but I did finish the War for Wakanda.
How was it?
It was alright. It's, you know,
The clusters
cried my
ahead are
eyes out.
interconnected molecules of a volatile
Are you serious?
metal I cannot
No.
identify. You'll have to
It's
go for a minute
it's like,
or
how
to
good
regrow.
is it gonna be, you know? It's like, the best case scenario is, that was pretty interesting.
Right,
And I
right.
think it met that bar.
Okay. Oh, I wasted my ability. Oh, what have I done with my life? Wakanda seemed cool. It had like the big reveal in the beginning that seemed cool.
I've detected another
Wakanda
pocket
is a
of
great
corrupted
location.
vibranium.
And in fact, let's do a mission there next.
Oh, okay.
But some of the enemies are super annoying. Like they introduced a new status effect called Sonic Disrupt or whatever that just blinds you and is really hard to avoid. And that you meet a lot on that map, so it makes it kind of frustrating. But they talked already about how they're planning on balancing that better.
Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe games should just not have any status effects.
People don't like them.
No. Or just challenges, really. Seems like
I'm listening.
people would like games more if they weren't ever challenged by them in general.
I'm listening.
Okay, I'm kind of out of ideas, but I'm willing to take more from the chat if anybody has any thoughts on this. Just game design 101, we'll take it. All right, kill that robot. More roadblocks, asks Chip42. Yeah, that would be good. Oh God. There we go.
Okay.
Nice work. Looks clear for now.
Do you
Right
think?
this way?
Okay. Do you think you're gonna keep playing this?
Yeah. I mean, certainly when it gets a new update, I'll check back in.
Yeah.
I think I'll be on it for the next week or two probably. Then
Sure.
I'll fade away to other things, but like the promise of a new character, like that's very exciting. Every character so far has been really fun. Like even both the Hawkeyes I think are really
Hurry to
distinct.
intercept the team.
Really?
And I love both of them for different reasons.
What are they like?
Well, like I said, Kate Bishop is the teleporting one.
Right. Right.
And she has, like, both of them have different arrow types. A scatter shot and an explosive, but hers is like shooting a big impact explosive versus Hawkeye. I have my build emphasizing his explosives, which are like heavier arrows that can
Team is aware
pin
of your
people to
presence.
walls, you know,
Be
make
on
them
your
fly
guard.
back and pin them to walls, and will just stick in them, and over time, there's a blinking light on them, and it'll turn from blue to yellow to red, and when it's red, you can press a button to detonate it. You can detonate it whenever,
You picked
but when
the
it's
wrong
red, it does
ship.
the most damage. So it's like
Fun.
filling these big enemies with these remote-controlled bombs, and then waiting until their
Heads
health
up,
gets
we got
low enough that
company.
you can just detonate it and finish them off.
Yeah, that's fun.
Is very satisfying, and fits with his kind of a kit. You know, he's kind of more clever than Brawler.
I guess, yeah. Also, Leo, I know you can fly over there, but the rest of us are having a tough time getting through this door.
Hop over over here.
Oh,
the water.
some sort of boat bridge we got here.
It's a little boat type bridge.
Don't mind if Black Panther does. Awesome. Thank you, Chief.
Hell yeah.
A lot of people demanding that this game be more like Doka V or games in general. Well, I think that would make most games
There is a special
better,
enemy unit
as far as I
close to
can
your
tell.
location. They may drop something useful if defeated.
Be a very general petition.
Right, right. Oh boy.
Pitch.
Oh boy. Hey Leo, you know what this week is?
What?
It's the week where I have to be revived by you. Okay, no, it's the 100th episode of the MinnMax Show podcast.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
A historic institution.
That's right. We made it to 100. So
I'm impressed we hit it before our 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know how that math works, right? 152. I don't know, I guess bonus episodes or something? I can't do the math exactly.
Be bonus episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, probably like the E3 episodes kind of threw off the whole wave. But yeah, it should be fun.
Yeah. What are we doing to celebrate?
Well, Leo, it looks like we'll have Sir J.V. Gwaltney on. Technically, J.V. Gwaltney III. So prepare yourself for that. We're going to be talking Forgotten City, which is a funky time loop game, not related to 12 minutes, but we'll probably also talk about 12 minutes a little bit. We'll talk about the Dead Space remake news that's happening right now. Hopefully, we can talk about the Midnight Suns gameplay, which is premiering on Wednesday, so right after that, we'll jump in there and talk about that. You know, just the good stuff. We'll take a bunch of community questions for people who support us over there on Patreon, so hopefully there'll be some good bangers in there. Do you want any type of question in particular, Leo?
I mean, something climactic, right?
Climactic.
Like something that really sums up the whole of our experience as an institution
Okay.
these past 2 years.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too much to ask.
Yeah. And you just prefer that we call it an institution, so it's an institution about games friends getting better?
I think that classes us up a bit.
I think you're right. I don't see many other gaming outlets out there calling themselves an
There is a chest
institution.
with special resources close to your location.
Okay, Riotbot. Time to meet a cat. A cat who can barely hurt you and who cannot throw a spear to save his life. But he has a panther friend! Alright. There we go. There you go, you did it.
Good use of your panther friend.
Oh, thanks, man. Had to use it sometime. Oh, Palo Alto calls us a minstitution. Oh, I'll be darned. I like it. I like what I hear. Oh, God.
Must be defeated.
Leo, we were talking not too long ago.
Without me?
No, with you. I'm just reminding the chat that we were talking about like new Patreon goals. You know, we did the full commentary track for the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which you get access to if you support us on Patreon. But we're talking about a new one, and I'd love to know if anybody in the chat has any idea or any thoughts on what they would like to see for a new Patreon goal. What would be a fun way to celebrate the community supporting us in a big bad way and letting us grow? Let us know what you think. It could be anything. Anything out of this and get as creative, get as expensive as you want. We're accepting everything and anything. Because we could have a Patreon goal that's like $1 million and what would cost $1 million to do, Leo?
Purchase a gas station?
Yeah, we'll buy one gas station. And just then hook up a live stream in there all the time. I wonder if you're gonna see that from businesses in the future, or probably even now, just like a note on the door that just says like, by the way, it's not a security cam, but just like, we're streaming all the time, just for the views. Like, do you think that'll exist?
Yeah. Be surprised if it doesn't already.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. Aaron J. Bear asks for weekly Red Dead Redemption 2 streams from Jeffo. I would love that. I don't know.
We need to rip the Band-Aid off with that.
I think so too. I think Jeffum would be very feisty about the idea of it.
I think
So-
we've broken him down. I think what the thing is, when it first came up a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
he thought he could wait it out, and it's become clear that he cannot.
Right. But
And so hopefully his mind will be changed.
he seems like a type of guy who would
Demon
double
no
down
longer
on
a
being
threat.
stubborn about like no chance in hell I'm gonna
Heads
stream
up, we
that.
got company.
I don't know. He doesn't seem one to bow easily to pressure. Is I guess my take on Jeffem in general.
Yeah, you know. Everyone has their breaking point.
Okay. With
Is
that-
2 years of constant harassment
Got
his?
some
You know,
not
we'll
so friendlies.
find that out.
Let's find out. Okay. People asking for a new camera for Jeff, better internet. That's an interesting take.
Oh.
Yeah, I forget what camera Jeffem has. I didn't think it was too bad, but it is a little choppy every once in a while. Ooh, new Patreon goal, just break Jeffem. Okay. Red Dead Online cohort stream at some point. Didn't you do that with Jeffem at some point? Like you were playing Red Dead and he just kind of watched?
Was he on that naturalist
I
stream?
want to say, yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, Grant jumps in. Hello, Grant. Starfitman 3 and says Ben watches E.T. as a sub goal. Well, I don't want to really lean into the horror stuff, Grant. But I do think about it every once in a while. I've been scared of E.T. ever since I was a little kid, so I've
If you
never
can gain
seen it in
control
its
of Aim's
entirety
network temporarily,
because my fingers
I
were
can
over my eyes
infiltrate
and I
their
was
security
crying
system.
for most of it.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, what do you do with that? Leo, how do you turn your childhood fears into content? I guess is my question for you.
There is a chest with gear close by.
You know, there's a channel I don't remember the name of, but her content is like watching this movie for the first time. Finally watching this movie for the first time.
And it's just like a live reaction on
Head
her
to the
face.
terminal so I can
Yeah,
get you
and
inside
the
the
movie
lab.
is in a little corner of the screen, but it's like a 15-minute video, so it cuts around enough and just jumps to the big reaction moments and has her thoughts before and after. That it's transformative and doesn't get claimed.
That's interesting. I don't know. I think I'd be more keen to do like a max spoilers on ET or something afterwards, right? Because like, I don't know. I feel like I would have to be in
Look for a
internet
chest
ham
containing
mode while
special
watching this
resources
movie for the
nearby.
first time. It would feel gross to me to have to be like, whoa, look at that. They're like the
You can always
M&Ms.
do a Amazon Prime watch party, right? Can you do that with movies you buy on there, or just on the
don't know.
streaming service?
I don't have Amazon Prime. I'm kind of fighting the power that way, Leo.
You don't have a lot of subscription services, and I truly respect it about you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it pays to mooch off friends, it turns out. Speaking of which, Grant, thank you for your HBO Go, HBO Max. It's really wonderful. I appreciate your support. You're doing your part. Okay. Okay. These riot bots are frickin' botting all over the place, Leo.
And it's a riot!
Ah! Oh! What do you think is your biggest movie that you really should have seen but you haven't, Leo?
Name some big movies.
Apocalypse Now.
Seen that?
Okay, that's up there for me.
Just kidding, it was good.
The Godfather.
Seen it, but long time ago. May as well not have, probably.
Okay. Casa-
Scarface.
Scarface.
I haven't
Okay.
seen Scarface.
I've only seen the original Scarface, which I understand is a very film hipster move to be like, oh, you mean the Scarface from the 30s? The
Oh.
Howard Hawks one? Oh, no. That stupid remake? Buh.
There's no way they topped that one.
Citizen Kane, people ask.
Yup.
Wow, Leo, look at you, man. You're doing it. Casablanca.
You know, I probably haven't seen that.
Okay.
Citizen Kane I watched in like a film history class in high school, too, so.
Okay.
Credit where it's due to my teacher for that one.
Yeah. All right, hit us with more biggies, chat. Let us know. On the Waterfront, Leo, have you seen that?
No.
It's the one Marlon Brando plays with his gloves a lot, and I think he's on a swing set. Unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Ooh, It's a Wonderful Life?
No, I guess not.
Really? Oh my God, Leo.
I've only seen enough parodies to fully construct what that movie is.
Right. Oh.
I'm running around pressing on buttons right now, by the way.
Oh.
These rooms have like 4 different kinds of puzzles that it can be. Like I've been in this room 100 times. And
All right.
this time it was the stand on the buttons puzzle.
Fun.
And I've solved it yet again.
Well, I'm gonna follow you, Iron Man.
Come get this
seem
chest,
to know
brother.
what you're doing. Let's see. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
classic.
Titanic.
Yeah, recently.
Gone with the Wind.
No,
Lawrence of Arabia.
no.
Planet of the Apes.
Yes,
Ooh. Okay. The original Planet of the Apes.
the original and the Tim Burton version.
Hell yeah. North by Northwest.
Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Great.
also in film history
Ames
class.
network
Okay,
is equipped
great.
with a multi-point
Schindler's
identification
List.
system.
Yeah,
Need
big time.
access to multiple
Big time, he
terminals.
says. Has it
The
on
more the better.
Steelbook. There will be blood. Oh, Psycho.
Yeah.
AIM will attempt to
Leo,
initiate a
this is
shutdown
Psycho.
protocol if they
I
gain
remember
access to the
watching in
terminal. You cannot let them.
Xbox 360 Netflix watch party.
Oh,
If anybody remembers that, the golden age of being online.
I remember there had that PR blast from Hitchcock's family requesting that you watch that film that way.
Protocol is
I
progression.
thought that was weird.
The technology wasn't there when he made it.
Weird. What stands out to you about Psycho? Did you like it?
I did like it. What stood out to me was how much of a fake out it is. How like the first half of the movie has nothing to do with the second half, essentially.
Right, right. God, this is a stupid question. That's the one where they're trying to sink the car a lot, right?
Inside AIM security.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, a lot more than that movie's a lot more about trying to sink a car than I ever could have predicted.
Then the name lets on.
Beginning infiltration.
What we're doing
my
here is
gosh.
maintaining control of all these points. So look in the upper left. If one of them's turning red, you got to go find that one
Okay.
and turn it back blue.
B. Don't let it do with that. All right, thank you. Thank you, Leo. I need your coaching
You got it, man.
in
AIM
so
is
many
trying to
ways.
remove me from their system.
2001?
Do your work,
Yeah.
plebes.
I saw that in on a like a
That helps.
35 millimeter
What?
print that was being, toured around the country.
What? That sounds amazing. That seems like the type of thing that your dad brought you to.
Absolutely, my dad brought me to it.
Shutdown
That's
protocol
awesome.
is
I love
And it
it.
was my first time seeing it, and it rocked.
God, that'd be fun to see in a theater. Because, like, that was
Yeah.
one that it was a journey watching it. Some would say an odyssey. But then just, like, watching it on my TV by myself, it's not that emotional. Or I'd imagine, like, seeing all that, the final fourth on the big screen would just be surreal.
Totally.
I'm inside AIM security system.
Spartacus?
No.
Me neither. Ben-Hur?
Never will.
I am not Spartacus.
Directly at the beam.
Ben-Hur?
AIM has
I
initiated
assume
their shutdown
Aaron G. Bear's talking about the remake of Ben-Hur that came out a couple years ago and no one has ever mentioned.
No, neither version.
Yeah, same here.
I've reached AIM security
Dances with
network.
Wolves. Interesting.
No.
I love Dances with Wolves. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. And I was in South Dakota last year, and they're very proud of the South Dakota filming scenes from Dances with Wolves. You can go on like the Dances with Wolves film tour and check out all the sets, and it's like, oh, this is where they used to keep the wolf from Dances with Wolves and stuff. I think it's great, but then again, I think it's it's very Avatar. If you're into that story, you'd love Dances with Wolves of, hey, this white guy's coming to town. It turns out he's the kick in the pants we all need to save everybody.
Yay, look, he made the wolf dance. So cute.
Yeah, so you've seen that final scene then when he puts the little marionette strings on the wolf and then thank you for coming to the film.
A number of kidnapped SHIELD agents are fighting
Oh,
AIM
are we?
forces. Help
E.T.
them.
Clark says Dance with Wolves was a big part of my childhood. Yeah, same here. Dumb Bear, Stands with a Fist, all your favorites. I was
There are the agents. Help them defeat
when I was in
AIM.
Philadelphia a couple weeks ago, we're at a brewery, and they were showing baseball on the TV, which normally it's like, yeah, whatever. But it was the Field of Dreams baseball game. Did you see this, Leo?
No.
What they did, do you know Field of Dreams?
Yeah.
Okay. They,
Guy builds a baseball field for his dead dad or something?
sure, yeah, that's basically it. But what they did is hang on, can I use a Panther on this? I believe they built a MLB quality and sized field out there in the cornfield and then actually filmed the game just in the middle of Iowa. And it was like this cool rustic take on a baseball game. And like they had like cameramen in the cornfield, like shaky cam walking through the corn and stuff. It was just really cool to see like, what was it, the White Sox and the Yankees like in their old uniforms playing just like in this really down-to-earth environment. It was really incredible. And it made me really want to watch that movie again. So anyways, then I was explaining my favorite baseball movies to my girlfriend who hadn't seen any of them. And, you know, I had some beers in me, but I was really surprised. I was describing to her the plot of Rookie of the Year, and then I got to describing the ending, and I just melted down crying to Rookie of the Year. Have you seen Rookie of the Year, Leo?
I don't think so.
Oh my
Rookie.
Oh my god, forget the Rookie. We got Rookie of the Year here, man. It is. I think it's one of the greatest children's movies. Like I like it more than Sandlot. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And I won't spoil the ending, Leo, but please just be, I don't know, very high or something when you watch it, and maybe you can savor an ounce of the emotions that movie gave me throughout my life.
Okay. Because I always thought The Rookie would be better than Rookie of the Year because it's like the rookie of all time. That's kind of what it implies.
Oh, interesting. Well, maybe it's like a shorter period of time than the year. It's just kind of like the rookie of the day. They're not really clear.
Right.
Yeah, I think Shipwright is correct on Twitch.
Sending them pickup coordinates
saying that baseball is the best pound for pound film history out of any sport. I think that's true, man. Like I don't really like
say
baseball
in my
that much.
life.
Really? What's the number one sports movie or sport for movies for you?
Football?
I've sent Commander Hill a rendezvous location to extract
based
the shield
on.
aid. Well done.
Remember the Titans?
Okay, good.
Honestly, no. Honestly, hockey. Have you seen Goon?
No, I actually haven't.
That's maybe my favorite sports movie.
Wow. Okay, Sean William Scott.
That's right. Make sure to equip your new gear, my friend.
Not interested. How do I not be Black Panther is my number one question.
Select hero. The left button.
The big option. All right, chat, who do you want to see? Ooh, I guess I want to try out one of the Hawkeyes here. I'll try this Kate Bishop that you keep raving about.
That I love so much.
Yeah. Have you seen Slapshot, Leo?
No.
It's a hockey movie from the 80s. I also haven't seen it, but I hear that it's quite good. Let's see, Shipwright asks,
Of course, Miracle.
Does basketball count as like half a baseball movie?
And half a basketball movie?
Yeah, I guess that's naturally in the middle there, right? Okay. Grizzled Gaming says golf is the best one because of Happy Gilmore. Tin Cup's no joke. I enjoy Tin Cup. Golf is up there, just for those two, I suppose. And Leo never stops talking about the legend of Bagger Vance. It's like, yes, we've heard of the legend, Leo. We get it.
No. Let me explain it to you.
Boxing. Ooh, boxing's a contender. Ooh, I didn't think about that. That is true.
Yeah.
It's
true.
it's so clean and simple for film. Hey, these two people are gonna fight. And then there's gonna be a score at the end. It's like, you gotta explain the rules for most sports, but that one, you really don't got it for a film. Ooh, Space Jam 2 for basketball, or whatever that game was called. Dwayne Ball, what was this stupid kid's name there? It's up there. Ooh, Air Bud. Sidewinder brings up, that's a point for all sports. Solid.
Okay.
Does martial arts count as a sport?
Unwelcome committee.
Should that be like blood sport and stuff?
I
don't know. Yeah, because then it's like, what, is Mortal Kombat a sports movie? I don't know.
One of the groups is close to where you are landing. I will send you their exact location.
All right, Leo, what are we doing? Break it on down. We got a mission here.
We're here in Wakanda.
Here we go.
Another classic story mission revamped for this limited time vibranium event. Corrupted vibranium.
We're gonna hurt that vibranium? Steal the... What's the goal here?
We're gonna hurt it.
All right. That's what I like to hear, man.
Could you take a look?
I'm playing as Thor, and I'm equipping a skill point real quick before we move on.
Kate Bishop has... I did not know that she had like this level of superpowers. I don't know anything about this character yet. Other than
in this
you mentioned
game, at
teleporter
least,
stuff.
I don't know anything about her either, but in this game, she's like from the future.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Which is interesting, yeah.
All right, and then best gear. Let's put a little something in there.
Yeah, brother.
Ooh, does cheerleading count? Cheerleading absolutely counts, so bring it on. That's a contender, yeah. Guru Sloth, thank you for being smart, says she steals teleportation tech from AIM via the story missions. Ah.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's good.
Took the words out of my mouth. If you press up on the D-pad, you see all of the little bonus objectives, because all these types of missions, these corrupted vibranium ones,
yeah,
and these types of story missions are like big free roam sandboxes.
You are
interesting.
close to another vein of corrupted vibranium.
And so it's a little exploring, little hunting and pecking here.
Yeah, fun little checkbox clearing.
Okay.
My goal for Thor long term is to have an unarmed build.
Ooh, and do you think
Where-
the game's flexible enough for that?
I think so. I mean, I don't know if there's gear that boosts unarmed damage, but there's definitely skills that do. And it would be fun to have it totally built around like pinning enemies to the wall and them sustaining long-term damage, like damage over time from that,
Right.
while
right.
I'm doing unarmed attacks
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Time for the big gun!
Well, that's a good goal. You're very good at games, Leo. I mean that sincerely.
I am not
Like, you're really good at
detecting
paying
any more
attention to the
corruption in the
stuff,
area for now.
following
You're good to go.
stuff.
Oh,
You're
thank
just,
you.
You're just like a good capital G gamer guy.
Thank you so much. I don't know if I always am, but I do love noticing something that seems specific and weird and fun to me. Certainly.
Hop, 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 hop.
I'm ulting!
Here we go. You mentioned that you're really looking forward to the State of Decay 2 update coming this week.
Yes!
Woo!
I can't wait to return to Trumbull Valley.
The grand finale of the Trumbull Valley trilogy. Look forward to it in State of Decay 2. So
If you dare.
Yeah, I think we'll have that in the poll next week for New Show Plus, is going back to State of Decay 2. We should just call it, the name of the show can just be Doing the Next Lander.
When will they land?
Because they've been streaming that game nonstop over there.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, as far as I can tell.
I should check that out.
Yeah, I feel bad for not getting to State of Decay 2. I remember, I think it was a Thanksgiving joke, Leo, like the year that State of Decay 2 came out. I think your joke was something along the lines of like, thank you State of Decay 2 for telling me that if you give me exactly what I've loved before, I'll now hate it. It was something to that effect. I mean, it was like...
Yeah, if you give me something I loved in the past, again, I might not like it at all.
Right, right.
Something really sharp with a great punchline like that.
It's something that just slayed. I mean, it stuck with me, and that's what a good joke is. It's truth. And I
Power
said,
of a joke.
there's truth in those words, Leo, because that was my experience with State of Decay 2, compared to how much I love that first one. Now, am I supposed to be invisible, Leo, or how would you describe what's happening to me?
You're invisible?
Yes.
Oh, are you a little ball of energy?
No. Oh, hang on. Okay, I just teleported again, and then I came back.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Oh, apparently Depressed to Impress said that there is a known invisible glitch that apparently I just hit. That's fun.
There's
Yeah.
a claw operative
What are you
very
doing here,
close
Leo? Are
to
you still just exploring?
Yeah, I'm just flying around from question mark to question mark, getting all the guys.
Okay. I guess that seems like a serviceable route. Question mark
you.
hunting. There we go. Trebuchet Valley, says Sidewinder. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do you think you'll play Age of Empires 4 at all, Leo?
No. Sorry, man.
Do you think you'll ever play an RTS again?
You know, I can't picture it, but probably.
There's a Noob Zone village
Sure,
not
at some
far from
point.
here.
Great.
They live off of the
And
Kimoyo
then,
network by
what
choice.
better
I will
place
tell
than
them
here?
that
What
yes.
better time than now? As a pro gamer once said. You know, like why
You
not?
mean Age of Empires?
Yeah, why don't we just lean into it and stream some Age of Empires 4 when it comes out?
And for my next trick,
Otherwise, we have Grant and Ronnie for that. If every other cohort's like, come on, I'm busy playing good games.
Would you say the real heart and soul of Age of Empires is in the multiplayer?
Oh, I think so, yeah, for sure. I know people like RTS campaigns, but I've never been a big fan, other than like StarCraft 2, I think is a fantastic campaign. Did you ever play that, Leo?
No.
It's very fun, and I think it's completely free.
Free now? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, you know, Blizzard's a touchy subject, but in a different time, Leo, that would be a great way to kind of dabble back in RTSs is go through that campaign, because it's basically them trying to do Mass Effect with like branching decisions and stuff, and then just really creative RTS missions.
Well, you're right on. If I ever forgive them, I'll check it out.
Okay, great. Look forward to the forgiveness show.
That one went quick.
New show, Should We Forgive Blizzard Yet? And every time we say, this game was really good, and then we say, no, remember, here's all the stuff they did.
I thought it was interesting, I don't know if you saw this, that David Brevik, like the original creator of Diablo,
That was embarrassing.
somebody was tweeting him asking about Diablo 2 Resurrected, and he's like, nah. He's like, I'm not gonna acknowledge or talk about that game because of the state of Blizzard. It's like, oh my god, like that guy's entire career, and they're finally bringing back his masterpiece, and it's like, no, I'll pass on my own masterpiece with the state of that studio at this point, which is very impressive.
A testament to how horrible it is.
That's right, that's right. J. Bob Art asked if I played Iron Harvest.
Thank you
I
for stopping
forget if I booted up Iron Harvest. I don't believe I did. But Leo, I think that's a pretty good look at Marvel's Avengers, yes?
Wow, that flew right by.
It had all the adrenaline and intensity of your favorite Marvel film. Oh boy, Shazira says...
let me tell you one thing about this game that I think is clever and cool.
Please.
My friend Samir plays Hulk. I believe he's a Hulk main.
Yeah.
And his gear has the Pym particle status effect, which is the most interesting status effect in that you stack it on an enemy enough and they will shrink.
What?
And so we were fighting on this cliffside, and we were fighting this giant mech, and he loaded it with Pym particles so it shrunk small enough so he could pick it up and just throw this sub-boss off the cliff.
That's awesome. That's good game in there.
That's good gaming. And I think this game does have some clever design for just fun combat encounters.
Yeah.
That are why I keep playing it.
Awesome. Well, Leo, thank you for giving us the grand tour. We appreciate your expertise, sir.
My pleasure. Just get out there and support Marvel any way you can. Just do your part. Even if you're not going to play it, just send them some money in the mail.
It'd be nice. Yeah, thanks everybody for watching us here on Twitch. You can always follow us on Twitch. Sir Pazorski is going to be streaming Psychonauts 2, starting a new game in Psychonauts 2 tonight at 7:30 Central. That's every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Central. Sarah Pazorski streams, and then every Thursday, a MinnMax cohort streams at 4 p.m. Central. But of course, New Show Plus is always noon Central every Tuesday. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching us. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you next week with some new options for New Show Plus, including, Leo, us returning to Marvel's Avengers. That'll be in the poll next week. If you're a madman or a madwoman, jump in there and vote for us to jump back to this action-packed experience. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye.
Avengers, disassemble.
Every week, we let Patreon supporters choose which new show we create with New Show Plus. Should we create another episode of the show you just watched? Check out the biggest new game release? Get into Sea of Thieves? Create an exercise show? It is your call. So thanks to everybody who subscribes on YouTube or supports us over on Patreon. MinnMax exists because of you. As always, if you enjoy MinnMax content, any help telling a friend is appreciated.